So I joined UKAD in March, so over the last 8 months we've had an absolutely forensic focus on our core mission, our core remit, which is to protect and to promote clean sport. And that starts with an education first approach and then goes into our testing. Our testing programme already this year, we've achieved around 7,000 tests and we're aiming for 10,000 and we're completely on track for that. The collaboration, the partnership is absolutely essential. We can't do this alone. We're also continually innovating and changing and improving. So a great example of that is our new assurance framework, which we introduced in 2021. And this is a way in which we work with our sports governing bodies. We make sure that they know their roles and responsibilities that are set out in the National Anti-Doping Policy, that they understand them and that they deliver an effective anti-doping programme. And I'm delighted that, and I want to thank the sports bodies for all the work that they've put in, working together with our team here, so that those effective anti-doping programmes are delivered. And I'd say essentially it's a step change in our operating model, having this really important collaborative partnership with those sports bodies. I'd say thank you so much for all the incredible hard work over the last year. And now we're a quarter way up the mountain is probably the best way to describe it, but we've gone through that steep learning curve and we're now in a really strong place to enter into 2023. Yes, we tackle anti-doping, but we can't do it alone. We need athletes, athlete support personnel, anyone who has concerns about whether there is doping in their sport or they have an issue, that they can reach out to us in confidence and let us know that there's a problem. One of our really important partnerships is our work with our Athlete Commission. So working together with those athletes, it's a really important way in which we can understand the athlete perspective, the athlete experience. We have athletes from team sports and from individual sports, and we work with them. We take our education programmes to get input there. We consider our Clean Sport Week, which is a really positive moment in each year in the spring, where we celebrate clean sport together with athletes. So we get our input from that Athlete Commission on the run-up as we design what we want to focus on, and then those athletes are wonderful and amazing ambassadors for clean sport when it comes to that week. But indeed they're ambassadors throughout the year, talking about the importance of clean sport. Well, my biggest message is a huge thank you for the incredible hard work from the volunteers through to the larger scale organisations, for going with us on that journey of making that step change, of really stepping back and thinking about what are each of our roles and responsibilities, how do we reform, how do we work better together in order to deliver effective anti-doping programme. It's been a busy year, a great year. I think some of the things that really stand out for me are the appetite amongst the staff, amongst all of us, to continue to bring about change, to innovate. So with the Commonwealth Games, one of the really exciting areas to come out of that was an initiative which is our Commonwealth Games Legacy Project. We're working together with national anti-doping organisations from the Commonwealth, so across the world, with an eye to Victoria in 2026, so that we can consider what have we learnt from the Games in Birmingham just past, and how we can all work together to share our approaches to education, to share our learnings, to share our capabilities and our capacities. Thinking through where I'd like us to be by the end of the year, next year, then we're putting great emphasis on our data analytics. We have a lot of information, we have a lot of data, and I think that across the board we can drill that, we can use that better to make our testing more effective. And so the data analytics will be a big part of our focus for the next year, and a new part. And we also need to make sure that whenever we identify that there can be a concern, that there is an issue, that we're able to act swiftly and accordingly. And so we are considering and exploring how we can strengthen our investigative capabilities so that we can act accordingly. So those are two big themes for this next year.